This episode is brought to you by the Kronos Project. From custom camera enclosures to long-term capture systems to Dragonframe ready gear, macro equipment, or even custom engineered robotics, let's bring your projects to life. Visit thekronosproject.com to learn more. Okay, everybody, welcome back. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on setting up an Artnet CR011R. This is a device that you can use to connect for DMX with Dragonframe. So everybody is probably aware with Dragonframe you can use a DDMX 512, which is their DMX interface box with no motion control, but it does have some capability when it comes to relays and triggers. If you don't need that, and all you need is just to get the DMS interface, you can save a couple bucks because this is about $250. The other alternative you can have from Dragonframe is going in and buying a DMC32. Which is going to be quite a bit more expensive then, but this also has a lot of benefits. It just depends on whether or not you need that. So if all you need is just a device to interface, this will work. So this is the PK Night, I don't know what they want to call that, bidirectional Artnet controller, CR011R, and it's about $70 on Amazon. And I got one of these and I've got it all set up. So I went ahead and changed the address on mine to a different one, which is going to be 10.030.006.100. So that's going to be the IP that I'm going to use. So coming into Dragonframe, what I'm going to do is connect here and go to Add Connection, and we're going to go to Artnet DMX. So I'm going to put that address in. So that's 10.30.6.100. And then I'm going to do :0 for universe 0, and I'm going to hit connect. Now, if you have the Artnet connected, which, let me show you that real quick. Basically, what you've got is you got Ethernet, and this is going to plug in and communicate to the computer. This is just a 5-volt power supply. This does not do any communication. And then you have your DMX in and out, and of course on the top you got buttons and a display. So this is going to go into the Ethernet port of the computer. Now, if you are hardwired on Ethernet to your PC, I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. I haven't overcome that one yet. What I assume what you're going to need to do is get a USB to Ethernet adapter, and it's going to show up as an additional Ethernet port for your PC. So that's how you go in. 5-volt USB, Ethernet to the PC, DMX out to the lightings, or the lightings. Okay, now you see it says that I'm connected. But if I go in and I move these sliders, I am not seeing the DMX in-out light on. I'll show you that real quick. That will be right here. This will indicate blue anytime it's actually receiving communication. So if that's not getting blue, something's not set up right. So now that I have Dragonframe configured, what I need to do is I need to set up the network. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, and what we're going to go to is unidentified end network, Ethernet 2. So this is the Artnet that it's connected to right now. Sorry, I'm getting a spam call on my phone. It's distracting me. So I also have Ethernet 2. I've got 2 Ethernet connections into this computer. So we're going to go with this one, which is the identified. In fact, if I unplug this, I wonder if it changes the name of that. Yeah, so I have Ethernet and Ethernet 2. So I'm going to plug into the Ethernet, and we're going to see that change. So I go back to Ethernet. It's identifying. Doesn't really have any good information. It just sees it's connected to something. So what we're going to need to do is assign the IP. So we're going to go into Edit, and we're going to go to Manual, and we're going to turn on IPv4, and I'm going to go ahead and put in 10.30.6.1 for the IP address on this. And the subnet mask, I'm going to go 255.255.0.0, and this is going to send anything that starts with the 1030 IP into this connection, and then that's going to get over to the device. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and I'm going to go ahead and minimize that, and we're going to go back over here to seeing connections, and I'm just going to go ahead and break that connection and redo the connection, and you should see a little dot, a little pop on the on that blue light on the Artnet box. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And now as I alter this, now we're seeing the DMX working, and when it's running, I'm seeing a blue light on the DMX in and out. It's very simple. So just to recap, you got the device, Ethernet plugs into the PC. If you don't have an additional Ethernet connection, what you need to do is get the USB to Ethernet adapter. So if you're doing a laptop and it doesn't have Ethernet, you'll need that. USB 5-volt power supply, and this goes out to your lighting. Set up your IP to whatever you want it to be. In Dragonframe, once again, it's going to be connections, Artnet DMX, and then you put in the IP address with a 0 of the device, of the Artnet device that you have. And then once again, you go over to network and internet, and you go to the Ethernet connection that it's connected to, edit, and you just want to pump everything down there. I didn't want to do 255.061. I wanted to narrow it down a little bit so we're not sending so much attempted traffic down there. But you put that in, save, good to go. And if it doesn't work off the immediately, just go ahead and kill the connection and reconnect it, and you should see it good, and then you should be good to go. I hope that is useful, and thank you for watching.